The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The Jets have a new play caller. Todd Downing spoke for the first time earlier today and was asked about what the offense will look like. We'll talk about what he said and what it means. It's the Jake Asman Show. Boy Green joins us in his weekly spot. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. Joe, I am not messing with you with what I'm about to say. Adam Schefter is reporting the Jets have just fired Robert Salah.
Wow!
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Wow, here we go. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show. What a week it's been. Reminder, we announced it officially yesterday, but the link is live to RSVP for our next watch party. Sunday Night Football, Jets and the Steelers next week. If you're a Met fan, don't worry. I'm aware there's an NLCS game on that night. It will be on some of the TVs at T-Squared Social as well, so you can watch both the Jets and the Mets when you come out and join us on Sunday, October 20th. Free event. Watch parties are so much fun. Come join us and be a part of it. Looking forward to meeting a ton of you and seeing a ton of you once again at T-Squared Social for the Jets and the Steelers. Joining us right now in his weekly spot is a guy you know very well if you get up early and you're into some Jets talk. His name is Boy Green, and he joins us in his weekly spot on this show. Hello, Paul. What's going on, man?
It's been too long, Jake. It's been so long that your facial hair game, the stock is it's going up the roller coaster, baby. I love it. So keep nurturing that thing, some proper TLC. Yes.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know, you have a tremendous beard yourself. You know that. So I appreciate the support. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, more on the aftermath of Robert Salah being fired on Tuesday. Today, Todd Downing spoke for the very first time. I want to play some sound from Downing and get your thoughts on what it means for the offense. We'll start with Downing specifically talking about this offense going forward.
Each week, as you prepare for, the defense you're going against, you look for ways to create advantages. You look for ways to put stress on the defense. Sometimes that'll involve motion, and sometimes that could involve unique formations, things like that. I think it's going to be a week-by-week basis. And as far as how much you can implement in the middle of the season, I think we have a really smart group of players. I think they can handle a lot. But that's going to be a case-by-case basis on how we think we can create advantage.
Aaron obviously had.
That, to me, is a little notable, huh, Boy Green? A little more motion, trying to create advantages. Not this, hey, we're just going to go up there and Aaron's going to do everything offense. That was basically Nathaniel Hackett's approach.
Yeah, you loved both of those things. Gave me a double zoinks as I was listening. I was like, motion, yeah. And then he said, our players are smart. They can handle a lot, because he almost asked that rhetorical question, how much can we shove in the middle of a season? Well, our players are pretty smart. Okay, it's great to hear that as opposed to answers like, I don't know, we're in the middle of the season, not much is going to change. This is exciting news. To see Jeff Ulbrich get his opportunity is great. But, of course, the piece to the puzzle we were all thinking of is but what about the offense, though? And Nathaniel Hackett's getting shoved in a closet. He's picking up coffees on the weekend. He could have the OC title. I don't give a flying hoot. I don't know why so many people on ESPN this week have been going, oh, he's keeping the title dysfunction. I don't give a – he could be called the head coach for all I'm caring. I don't give a flying hoot. Todd Downing's the play caller. He's going to have all the usage of personnel packages. So Nathaniel Hackett is nothing more than just a figurehead. He could say OC all he wants. I'm so excited for Downing. Now, let's be honest. How much more What's the difference? If Hackett is 32nd in the OC world, what's Downing? 20? That works for me. 25? I don't care. It's going to be improvement over what the heck we saw. Insanity is, of course, doing the same gas turn thing we've been doing and expecting different results. Now I expect different results with a different guy up top. I think we're going to get some new energy and some freshness on Monday night.
I agree, because ultimately no one's saying Todd Downing is Kyle Shanahan, but if he could just be the 20th best play caller, as you put it, with Rodgers and the talent around him, like, that's more than good enough with this defense. And that was kind of the whole premise of the season. You didn't need MVP Aaron Rodgers. Well, with Hackett being such an anchor on the offense, you kind of did need MVP Aaron Rodgers. And the one game we got it, they blew out the Patriots, right? But I don't know if that's sustainable every single week, because the guy's 40 years old and he's banged up. So you got to go out there and be more balanced. You got to run the football. You got to scheme guys open. And if Downing could just do that a little more than what Hackett was doing, and that's already a major improvement.
100%. And you heard Downing talk about it, depending on who the opponent is on a week-to-week basis, we're going to get some differences. And one of the differences I hope we get for this Buffalo game is Buffalo Bills. They're holy, man, in that run defense. They're leaky. And Breece Hall, who obviously has not had the season he's wanted, the last time the Jets played at home on Monday Night Football, Breece Hall's first 2 carries of the game went for 26 yards and 83 yards. It should have went longer than 83. Garrett Wilson wasn't celebrating a little too early, but that's neither here nor there. It could be a Breece Hall coming out party. And go back to Todd Downing. He's been an OC before. He was it for 2 years in Tennessee. He was it for the then Oakland Raiders, now Las Vegas Raiders, back in 2017. And you see those morsels, those breadcrumbs of he likes running the football down the throat. And this could be a Breece Hall coming out party. This could be Braylon Allen, poor man's Derrick Henry kind of game. I just love that could be the foundation of the offense, because, of course, Aaron Rodgers has been throwing the ball far too much over the last 2 weeks. It's not sustainable. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw the football. He's Aaron friggin' Rodgers, for God's sakes. But running the football is going to be the foundation of this offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wild show when this early on, someone's made it rain like Felix just did. A 10 spot of channel memberships. If you want a membership today, I got a funny feeling this could be the show for you. Click on Felix's name. Turn on I want to receive memberships. Like the video and subscribe to this channel. That's the only way you could get a membership. And when Felix gives a membership, we do this.
Felix Campos, a wonderful, wonderful guy. He gives a lot of gift memberships and loves the Jake Asman Show.
Take the money.
Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Ricky Ricardo, Sarah Young, The Real AR Gaming, James Wilson, Brahim Smith, K1, Peter B. Smith, Star Ghost, Cigar Gangster, all receiving channel memberships. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, more from Todd Downing I want to get into from his first press conference as the Jets' new play caller. Can't say OC because technically Hackett's still the OC, but his job, as you put it, Boy Green, is director of getting Aaron Rodgers some coffee now, which is totally fine. It's actually a great gig. Doesn't have to do media. Gets to hang out, collect a check. Love it. But anyway, here's Todd Downing talking about the new head coach of the Jets, Jeff Ulbrich.
Albrick and I have a really cool relationship in that I would bounce things off him in training camp. He'd come talk to me, just about style of play and maybe how we've approached things in different buildings and all that. And I think the energy he walks around this building with is infectious to those guys. And I expect those guys to gravitate towards, the physicality he likes out of the game of football and the opportunity to create one-on-one battles where at the end of the play who got the best of who. And it's going to be fun to watch that personality kind of emulate through the locker room.
Let me say this, Boy Green. I think what it comes down to, this change they made, is Salah's body language, his energy, it just looked off. It was getting worse. And I think the team takes on the personality of the head coach. You've heard a bunch of former players talk about that. Ulbrich brings that juice. He brings that energy. And I think that's a big reason why they're doing this now, right? They could have gave Salah this Bills game, but to me, you're making this move because you truly believe you could do better. You could use an energy infusion. And I'm excited to see what they look like with Ulbrich, because that fire that the defense plays with, if some of that rubs off on this offense now, they're more than good enough to win a lot of games here and be a playoff team.
100%. this team was stagnant. They were zombie walking around with Robert Salah. They were sapped of energy. They came out flat in far too many games. The penalty issues. I mean, go through the whole gambit. The slow starts to games. There was just way too many bugaboos where you could, again, when you fire Robert Salah, who has the third worst winning percentage of any head coach in Jets franchise history, only in front of Rich Kotite and Adam Gase, it's hard to defend when that guy gets fired. We go, but wait, he shouldn't have. The timing of it all falls on deaf ears, because when you combine those things, that's what Albrick's going to bring. You heard it there from Downing. That word used, energy. He is going to bring that in spades. There's a fire. There's a juice. It's different. It's kind of what Jeff Albrick said on the initial presser earlier this week in announcing Todd Downing as the guy. He said, I don't know if this is going to be better or worse, but it's a fresh perspective. It's a different perspective. And I thought this was the first big decision of Jeff Albrick's reign as the interim head coach of the New York Jets, is what is he going to do with the offense? And I think throwing Hackett to the side, relatively speaking, he's going to maintain his job. He's going to stay. He's going to maintain a job. He's going to stay in the building. This was the correct move for Jeff Albrick. And I'm so glad that he didn't just say, for this week in particular, Downing will be the guy and do this herky-jerky nature. He said, moving forward, Todd Downing's a guy. Hackett, move aside. Here we go. Again, I think there is going to be a juice and burst. And to your point that you just even mentioned there, that Marquand Manuel, he was speaking earlier today with the media, and he mentioned that when Jeff Albrick's speaking in front of the room, it's just an opportunity for everyone outside of the defensive rooms to hear Albrick. It's inspirational. You don't get to normally hear him unless you're in the defensive room. So now everyone else is getting inspired. That's a word Sauce used and others have used this week when describing Albrick. Man, he's a guy you want to run through a brick wall for, and I think this is something that's been severely lacking with this Jets team.
Would you say you're bricked up?
I'm bricked up, baby. You could check under this desk, baby. There is some bricking up happening down there.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Boy, Green. Holy hell. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the NYJ, Jeff Albrick. Blitz with a super chat. He cuts the line here. Hackett was promoted to the director of coffee operations. I actually can confirm this. This was sent to me by someone off the record. I won't say who, but someone who was actually in the Jets facility earlier today. He was alive looking at Nathaniel Hackett. Yep.
Wow. So I guess we've been categorizing it wrong. We've been saying demoted. Apparently he was promoted. He went to the head of the coffee department. So I guess congratulations are in order to Nathaniel Hackett. Congratulations. Yeah.
I mean, let's say this. This is a great gig for Hackett. No media responsibilities. He gets to hang out around his buddy Aaron Rodgers. Like, it's nice. He's getting paid a lot of money by the Broncos still. The Jets are paying him some money. It's pretty good.
To be honest, this is the only kinds of stacking I want to see Hackett using moving forward. Nothing to do with the offensive side of the ball, but just these coffee cups that he is doing a wonderful job of this 3 wide receiver stack. Again, that is the only stacking I want to see moving forward from Hackett. Yeah.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, super chats will always cut the line on this show. We are seeking as many channel memberships as possible. That is the lifeline to what we do around here and allows us to continue to talk Jets each and every day. We, the people, wrote in that Boy Green's desk just rose an inch. Hey, now.
There you go, baby. By the way, speaking of raising an inch, all bricked up, Jake Asman, baby, is getting closer and closer to that 40K. So come on, people, rein in the subscriptions, like the video, become an Asmaniac for the love of everything that's holy.
There you go. I appreciate it, Boy Green. All right, more from Todd Downing. Here was Todd Downing being asked if it's a little awkward between him and Nate Hackett now.
With the guy who you replaced in the same room, is that awkward at all? You know, usually when a team makes a change, you know, the guy who's the other guy's out, you know, but he's still here, and I'm just wondering how awkward that situation is.
I think you're absolutely right that in a normal circumstance, with normal or everyday people, it would be. I can't express to you the respect, the just reverence I have for the way Nathaniel has gone about his business. From the moment the switch occurred, he walked into my office and told me that he wanted to support me and see me succeed in this role, and that the only thing that mattered to him was this offense putting together a good product and us winning football games. He put his ego aside. He is an absolute servant. And it really has been humbling to watch how he's handled this. So I think, most people out there, if they went through what he's going through, they'd make it awkward. He has not. He has stood up and answered the bell in ways that I couldn't even have imagined.
Look, if Hackett wanted to resign, he easily could. He's choosing not to. We know he's a stand-up guy. It's never personal with Nate Hackett. But at the end of the day, this is the Downing show going forward, as it should be.
Yeah, and by the way, if he did make it awkward, see ya. He gets thrown out of the building. So
Right.
To me, it's a win-win. It's great that he apparently is taking it like a champ, and he says, hey, I want to be in the room. I still want to help. He's a former NFL head coach, I'm sure, and I know people will make jokes about how that head coaching stint went. His experience in that department, I think, will only help Jeff Albrick, who obviously is doing it on an interim basis, but he's got a long runway to do it with 12 more games here on the slate for the New York Jets to figure all this out. I think that will be a benefit on the staff. And again, he can't hurt us anymore. Again, he's a cat that's been declawed. He can't hurt us anymore. So his presence doesn't bother me one iota. Again, I am still a little, whatever the word is, of like, surprised, excuse me, about this Hackett thing that so many people, ESPN talking heads, are like, so fire Hackett. He's the worst. That's what ESPN people said. They fire him. They're like, oh, wow, what dysfunction. He's staying inside the building. What a clown show the Jets are. So really, no matter what they do, it seems like we're getting that narrative. Unfortunately, for whatever reason that's coming. But to me, I don't care that he still has the OC title. There's no real point in rearranging the titles as long as the job responsibilities. That's all that matters to me. And Albrick has reassigned. He's reshuffled the deck, and that's all that matters to me. So I'm fine with it. Again, if it ever gets awkward, then toss his ass out of the building and keep moving it along. But I do think he can be a benefit as a former head coach and everything else for the people in the room.
Oh, baby, 5 memberships just gifted from Bored Fat 31. Bored Fat, are you bored and fat right now? Answer it. Ryan Moss, J Mart, Bobby O'Brien, Lais Niedermeyer, AL, all receiving channel memberships. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep them coming, people. Mother effing Chew has gifted a channel membership on the Boy Green channel. Boy Green,
Yeah.
Who got it?
EZ_chillin', baby. Okay, welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby.
Choo choo, mother effing choo.
Boom. All right, more from Downing here. This was an interesting exchange. This was Todd Downing being asked about his relationship with his new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Fortunately, first of all, Nathaniel's always been very collaborative in this process, and so I've been able to, be in those meetings and listen to some of the nuance of, how they discuss things. Second of all, I've been in every meeting that Aaron's been in from a position standpoint and an offensive standpoint. So, I think I've kind of learned a different language that way in some regards. And then, obviously, things are going to come out of my mouth a little differently. So there is going to be a process of figuring out, the best way to communicate with him. And, I want to be an open book to how I can best serve him and every one of our players.
All right. He's on board with Rodgers. Rodgers seemingly on board with him, which I do believe, by the way. If you caught Rodgers' press conference yesterday, he was great, I thought, in owning everything and saying, I got to play better. If I played better, Nate would still be the OC and Robert would still be the coach. So I think there's definitely a way this works well, for sure. But it ultimately comes down to this. Aaron Rodgers has to be protected better. They got to get a running game going. And I think if that happens, he's still capable of being a top 10 quarterback in this league. We're 2 games removed from him going out there and shredding a good Patriots defense.
No doubt about it. And I would just say, obviously, Todd Downing and Aaron Rodgers don't have this history in terms of the headset and who will be talking to him until there's 15 seconds left on the play clock. So there may be some rough patches from that perspective of getting that through. But let's be honest, despite the fact that Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers were best buddies, look at the results on the field, man. So that wasn't working. So I'm fine, shuffling the deck again and mixing it up and throwing old Mr. Downing there on the headset. If there's a few rough patches in terms of communication, to his point, he's going to say things differently than Hackett would. So be it. I'd rather take new and different, and let's see if we get changes in terms of this results-oriented business.
Mother effing Chew has gifted a channel membership now on my channel. Chew, I thank you for your service.
Choo, mother effing choo.
Peter DeTreglia is the recipient of the channel membership. One other cut I wanted to play because I referenced Rodgers' press conference from yesterday,
Sure.
Paul. This was Rodgers talking about the change from Nathaniel Hackett to Todd Downing and the Jets going forward.
You know, the idea of manifestation involves attention and intention, and then a word that goes along with that is accountability. You know, we need to be accountable to each other. When something like this happens, it's a reset for everybody. When you make a change on the offense, it's a mirror that's held up for all of us who played, and we all feel terrible about the opportunity that we had, that we squandered, that led to Robert getting fired and Hack getting demoted. I play better. This doesn't happen. We play better on offense. This doesn't happen. So I think it puts a spotlight on us, and now it's on us to do this. You know, we need to be accountable to each other, and we got to raise the level of our play to the standard that we set during training camp.
Got to raise the standard of our play. And I think that goes back to what Albrick was talking about, right? Like starting fast, holding people accountable, a greater sense of urgency. If anything, this team just needs an energy shot that the defense always plays with. If some of that, once again, rubs up on the offense, it's a good matchup for the Jets at home to kind of get it going against this Bills team. You mentioned it earlier. They're not great against the run. This should be a Brees and Braylon Allen showcase type of game, in my opinion.
And I agree. Like I said, it's something I mentioned earlier. I think that's how do you protect Aaron Rodgers? A strong running game helps you protect Aaron Rodgers and allows him to get into the play action bag, which quite frankly hasn't really got into a lot this year for whatever that is worth. And let's be candid. Robert Saleh's blood is on all of our hands and all of the hands of the Jets people in that building. The Jets, you don't have to squint very hard to see this team is 4-1. They miss a game-winning field goal against Denver. Aaron Rodgers had the ball to win the game at the end, and they were getting close before that pick to Stephon Gilmore. Everything was right there for the Jets. Ultimately, it did, and to be honest, I think, I don't want to lose any games, but I think this is exactly the culture shock this team needs. Even if they would have escaped with either of those two wins, Robert Saleh did not seem to be the guy. And again, the news surprised me when, it's part of your intro video there. Hey, Joe Beningo, Robert Saleh got fired. Oh my God. The crazy ass reactions we're all seeing. Like, you know what? I think
I believe it was actually, wow.
Yeah. It was
serious,
again,
bro. Wow. Joe.
Yeah.
I am not messing with you with what I'm about to say. Adam Schefter is reporting the Jets have just fired Robert Saleh.
Wow. Wow. Are you serious?
I swear to you, I am seeing it all over now. Never gets old.
And to me, because for instance, so you found out in the middle of your Joe Beningo interview, I'm live on the radio. And I see the second Adam Schefter tweet first that said something that Robert Saleh was informed of the decision of this. And I'm like, did he get COVID? Like, did something that's kind of weird how that was worded. And I go to the underneath tweet and said he was fired. And then I hover over it. Is this Adam Schefter or am I getting played here? Is this Adam Blue Blah Blee? I float over. I'm like, 12 million followers. Oh, that's Adam Schefter. And I break the news to my radio partner on the air. In the next 2 hours, we talk about Robert Saleh being fired. It was just jarring. But again, jarring, certainly, but I think the right decision the more I've slept on it throughout the week.
Is it true that when you broke the news, you said this?
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas.
How many bananas did we lose?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not I'm going to lose. Once the news was in, the bananas were lost. An entire bundle, a bunch, a collection, a grouping, a pile, a murder, a group of crows. That's the amount of gosh darn bananas that were lost, and it was insane. Just because, let's be honest, Woody Johnson, his 25 years of ownership, has never fired a coach mid-season. And they're a game out of first place for all the crap that we've talked about this team. So you stack all that together. I just didn't see it. I don't know if I saw it happening ever. And if ever, I didn't know when it was going to actually happen even this season. Did they have to be so far out of contention? Were they 2-6, 2-7, some crazy-ass record? I didn't even know. So for all those reasons, it definitely caught me off guard.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're talking with Boy Green in his weekly spot on the program. Look, I don't know how much Fox News you watch, Boy Green, but what was your reaction if you saw this graphic? I mean, this is ultimately why it felt like Jeff Ulbrich was left with no choice but to make a change at play caller.
And to me, again, I think on Monday Night Football, Albrick replace. I think if we gauged the population in the same way, like should Salah be fired, a lot of us would have been on the larger percentage of like we need change, and then for his first major move to be what is he going to do with the offense of switching it to anyone, and Todd Downing was the clear choice if they went away from Hackett. He's going to get a standing ovation on Monday Night Football. And when good things happen, like let's say they an opening script, let's say Todd Downing dials it up and they open the game with I can't even imagine how loud MetLife's going to be if they start off the game 7-0. They receive the ball over the Buffalo Bills and just punch it down the field. I mean, it's going to be wild. This was the only decision that Albrick could make. He needed to start fresh. He needed his own imprints, right? We talk about imprints of a new coach coming in. His imprints are felt immediately, and we'll see what that means for Todd Downing. But he has to be better than freaking Nathaniel Hackett, for the love of God.
If you're the Jets, would you introduce the offense or the defense in this game on Monday?
Oh, yeah, to me. Well, even though the Jeff Ulbrich factor, to your point, it's a good conversation for the defense and how fired up they'd be. I'd probably go offense just because I was there for the, and so were you, Jake, the Week 3 Jets-Patriots. When I could barely hear people beside me when Aaron Rodgers was introduced. So it's hard to discount those opportunities when you have them, prime time, everything else, that juice. But you can't go wrong either way, probably.
Yeah, I would probably do the defense just say thank you for how good they've been, despite,
of course,
once again, getting very little help from the offense, which was supposed to be the complete opposite of what this year was about, which is why Robert Saleh doesn't have a job right now.
That's true. Again, I get it. He's not, for people that say, well, he wasn't the problem. Again, he's the head coach. He's not the defensive coordinator. He's supposed to run the entire operation. The operation wasn't working, plain and simple.
Yep. And look, some of the things that we would defend Salah on, it's like he's never had a quarterback. Well, now he does, plus more talent, and the slow starts are still happening. They lose when they have 10 days to get ready for Bo Nix. They go out there and beat themselves with the penalties and the undisciplined nature of the team. Like, it was just too many things, man. And you could say maybe they should have gave him this game. That's fine, but you know what? You're better to be too early with something like this than too late, because this game's too important on Monday. You're in first place with a win. That's how big this game is.
1,000%. We talk about it, not that we make many Patriot references here on the show, but Bill Belichick always got rid of a guy 1 year too early, then 1 year too late. If that's the blood on Woody's hands that, oh boy, you got rid of him a week earlier than you should, then so be it. Let's. I think with Salah being fired this early, a big question we probably all had is like, damn, if the leash was this short, why didn't you fire his ass in the offseason? And that's a fair question and perhaps one that we should have considered, but we don't have a time machine. So what are your two choices, Woody? You write it out with Salah and said, damn, I wish I would have done this in the offseason. Oh, well, I didn't. Or do you just rip the Band-Aid off and say, you know what? I know I probably should have got rid of him in the offseason, but I want to do anything to save this season. It's in the balance. It can be saved. It's right there for the taking, and Ulbricht can win and get the game ball in the locker room. We can all go crazy for the first place AFC East New York Jets.
Hennessy Heisman in the house. Did we see Corley this week? Didn't JD love him? I mean, the Jets told everyone, fourth-rated receiver on the board. They put out the documentary from One Jets Drive about how much they love Corley. You know what I mean? It's like, and now this guy's inactive. Like, what was the point? I don't get it. So I don't know, man. Is Corley active this week? Your thoughts there?
My gut says he's going to be a part of the Devontae Adams trade, and it's Corley like a Corley and a 3 or Corley and a 4 for Devontae Adams. I believe that's a trade that goes down here in a couple of days is what my gut says. But to the point, when a new offensive coordinator takes over or a new play caller takes over, he has the ultimate decision on play calling and personnel usage. So we could see a lot of differences. We could see more Braylon Allen. We could see Malachi Corley. It's up to Todd Downing. So no, there's more than a punter's chance that he is active and other guys are utilized here. So I'm going to spend a lot of time looking at those old offenses, the 2017 Raiders. I want to look through 2020, 2021 Tennessee Titans and see usage for some of these guys. I'd love to see the players he leaned on before. That doesn't guarantee to tell us a telltale of what's going to happen here with the Jets, but 1,000%. When you get changes like that, you get personnel changes, and some guys that got a lot of PT ain't going to get the PT and vice versa. So I'd imagine a lot more Braylon Allen, and I'd be curious if he's got packages for Malachi Corley.
Todd Downing, a lot of people have said, I look like him. I'm not buying it. But I did see one person in the comment section say that Todd Downing actually looks like Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7. Not in this photo, but at his press conference today. You tell me if you see it.
Each week, as you prepare for the defense you're going against, you look for ways to create advantages. You look for ways to put stress on the defense. Sometimes
I can see it.
I kind of see it.
I mean, all of a sudden now I can't unsee it, I guess. And now that I've seen that in the comment, you go, let's get a side by side photo. That's what I want to see. I think they may be onto something.
No, we're gonna have to really break it down, man. We really are. If you're watching live right now, please click that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you don't subscribe to Boy Green's channel already. Make sure you do so. He's up early every day, giving you guys Jets talk starting at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that is the place to go if you're someone who's up early for work. Put on Boy Green on your way to work. Check it out on his YouTube channel. We're gonna open it up to your comments and questions. Of course, the super chats will continue to cut the line. We're also going to take your calls on the Gustbuster Umbrella hotline. But I told Boy Green I wanted to get his input for an underdog pick that we're going to put in for the Jets-Bills matchup on Monday night. You guys have heard me talk about Underdog a lot. Right now, they got a new customer special where you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash if you sign up. Just use promo code Asman and download that Underdog app to start playing. So yesterday, Bobby Midnight tried to give us some Yankee Royals picks, and we hit 2 of the 3, so we didn't win. So we're going to go higher or lower here for Jets-Bills, Boy Green. I'm going to pull it up on the screen, and we're going to break it down. Now, there's already one I absolutely love. I think the Jets are scoring at least 2 touchdowns in this game. So I'm going to scroll all the way down until we can find
I love that.
Greg the Leg. His higher is at 1.5 extra points made. I think Jets find the end zone at least twice. That's one of our picks right there. Now, I want to get your thoughts here on Josh Allen in particular, because we're going to need to put in at least one Bills player in our underdog slip to make it eligible. When you look at Allen here, his passing yards is set at 208.5, so we can go higher or lower on that. His passing touchdowns is set at 1.5. They don't give us the option to go lower, so we can't even look at that. Passing attempts, 30.5. Completions, 18.5. Interceptions, 0.5. We know he's throwing a lot of picks against the Jets. Is there anything here with Allen in particular that catches your eye?
100%. It's the interceptions. He hasn't thrown a pick this year. He has 8 touchdowns, no picks. But again, to your point, he threw 4 against the Jets last year in week 1. I love the over on the half. The Jets are going to bait him into situations. I love that.
All right. And then let's just do one more. We'll do a 3-leg here as part of our underdog picks. Anything with Rodgers stand out here? 223 passing yards. Scroll a little down here. Fumbles lost. Passing lower than 1.5. I don't know about that. Interceptions lower. I kind of like Rodgers not throwing a pick this week. I think he was
okay.
He threw 3 last week. Uncharacteristic of him. If you look at it, he's got 4 picks on the year. 3 came in one game. 1 came off a deflection in week 1. I kind of like Rodgers to get back to taking care of the ball.
Yeah, that's a good one. Of course, you always can have those random deflections. That one's good. And we haven't seen what Packers fans have seen in the past, where you have a primetime game, it's the first quarter, and Rodgers just throws 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter. Like some craziness like that they have gotten used to. I would love to see something like that too. So multiple touchdown passes is something I see as well.
All right. So if you want multiple touchdown passes, why don't we go higher then on his passing touchdowns? There you go. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. We're going to spend the big bucks here. You ready, Boy Green?
Yeah. What are our odds right now on that?
$25 to win $132.
We need more scratch than that. Let's add some more legs to this puppy.
All right. Give me another Jet thing you like. You like anything with Garrett Wilson? Longest reception higher than 21.5 yards?
Ooh, yeah. Damn straight. Let's add that one to the pile, baby. Yes.
Boom.
Okay. We need more. We need more legs. Let's get some Brees. Let's get some Brees action here.
You want Brees
what we got
Hall?
for Brees? Yeah, let's get some Brees. This feels like a Brees Hall game.
Here we go. Brees Hall.
Okay.
Here we go. Higher on his rushing touchdowns. Do you think he has more than 52 yards rushing?
I 100% think he has more than 52 yards.
How about rushing? I feel like they're going to try and run the ball a lot. How about Brees Hall?
Attempts.
20.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a Todd Downing staple in his offense. His attempts 1,000%. Let's go there. Yeah.
All right, Brees. Boom. It's saying lock picks must be resolved before submitting entry. This is remove Rodgers to unlock the. Why can't we do Greg and Rodgers? Oh, because I guess they're both juiced. All right, I'm going to remove Rodgers because I feel better about Greg the Leg.
Okay, I agree. Let's do that.
All right.
See you later, Rodgers.
We're eligible. $25 to win $168.
I wish we had a little bit more juice, but I understand. What about a Braylon Allen rushing touchdown? Anytime touchdown. Can we get some of that action?
All right, I'm adding it. I'm in.
Oh, boo,
It's another
yeah.
loaded pick. This one's juiced too.
Come on, man. What the hell? What are we doing, Underdog? Jake Asman, sponsor, supporter? For God's sakes. Come on, man.
Remove
For
Zerline.
Pete's sake.
I'm going to remove this one.
Yeah.
I like the Greg
yeah,
pick.
yeah.
I feel good
I
about
like Greg
this.
the leg.
We're winning with this.
Okay.
We're cooking.
I'm getting a little aggressive. We can ride with what we got. Yeah.
All right. Boom, baby. I'm going to put that one in. Pick is in. $25 to win 168. You can make the same picks or different ones. Download the Underdog
Get ready
app.
to retire, Jake. Get ready to retire. That kind of money, baby. That kind of scratch.
Use promo code Asman and sign up and start making your Underdog picks. All right, let's open it up to your comments and questions. But first, let's get to some super chats. Jersey Jet says Downing wants to stress opponents' defenses. Genius. It's a nice change from whatever Hackett was trying to do.
Yeah, I just love that. I stock up. Stock up. Hackett, make sure the coffees are loaded, buddy. Coffee boy.
In the house. Super chat. Cuts the line. If Corley plays and scores a touchdown, I want Hackett escorted out of the building. All security we have. Speaking of which, will he be on the sideline? Did anyone
Definitely
ask
not.
Downing today if he's going to call the plays from the booth or he's going to be on the field?
That's a good question. I did not see the full presser, so someone let me know. That's a good one to ask. I think Hackett will be hidden in that booth somewhere. I do not believe he'll be down on the sideline. That would surprise me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who Bored Fat is, but we're glad he's bored and fat because he has gifted another 5 channel memberships. I'm bricked up.
Let's get bricked up.
Yeah, here we go. Debut of that one. Shout out to Gator for that masterpiece. Here we go. 5 more members have just been added. You're all Asmaniacs. Dilver Martinez, Nick Russo. Nick, I'm on ESPN Radio 4 to 7:30 this Sunday, next Sunday, and the following Sunday. You're always asking about my radio schedule. Just for you. Every Sunday this month, I'm on ESPN Radio between 3 and 4 hours, depending on the baseball schedule. There you go. Deborah64, Jet the F Up, Tony Formaggio. You guys are all officially Asmaniacs here on the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Boy Green, you ready for some calls?
Let's do it, baby.
Gustbuster hotlines open. Barbarossa first up. What's up, Barbarossa?
All right, dude. I'm glad you had me first. I'm about to go to a wedding. How do I look?
You look good, man.
All right, thanks.
We didn't get the invite, though.
Yeah, it's not my wedding. It's somebody else's wedding.
Oh, thank God. I would hope you would tell your parents.
They are
for
Jet
God's
fans,
sake.
though. So,
Good.
yeah, they're people I've been to Jet games with. But I just wanted to say, Jake, how was London, man? You enjoy it?
London was amazing. It's unfortunate that I have to say what I hate saying. Everything was great till the game started.
Yeah. How was Trafalgar Square?
It was great. I still don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it was beautiful to see. The pub right nearby that we went to was great, and I'm pretty sure. Let me find the video here. This was taken right at Trafalgar Square. It was great. Shout out to Gangrene UK. We did a whole tour with them on Friday around some of the touristy spots in London. It was incredible.
That's awesome. Well, I just want to say, man, the season starts on Monday night again, just like it did last year, right? If Xavier Gibson doesn't score a touchdown, just punt him into the universe because this guy needs to do something. And what better day to do it against the Bills? But I just want to say cheers to all the Jet fans. Don't give up hope. You know, there's definitely a long time left. So I think we got a little bit of magic left in the bag. So cheers, y'all.
Barbarossa, baby.
Barbarossa, you enjoy the wedding, all right?
I will.
Give us a Jet chant at that wedding on us. We love it. Let's see. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. I have pinned the link, or I'm going to pin the link because I just posted it. Again, I realized it wasn't pinned for Asmaniacs here. Frank L has gifted a channel membership. I love it. Thank you, Frank. You know what I like to say to Frank? Enjoy some free stuff.
Free stuff.
Gleddy is the Asmaniac, who's now an official Asmaniac, receiving a channel membership. I'm telling you, if you want a membership, click on Frank's name now in the chat and make sure you have it that you could receive gift memberships turned on, and then subscribe to the channel and you might get one. Let's get to more of your calls. Kyle Clifton joins us now. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
What's up, Kyle?
Baby?
So, Braylon Allen, I think that you guys were talking about him getting maybe increased touches. That makes the most sense out of anything I've heard. Because if, Brees is hurt You want that to happen. If he's just struggling, you need that to happen. Of the 4 guys from that draft, the top 2 priorities and the 2 that you are least likely to alienate are going to be the corner, Sauce, and the wideout. So now with Jermaine's injury and with Brees being a running back and us having some other bodies in the stable, not to be callous, it's a business. The most likely players that you're going to re-sign, the 2 priorities are the 2 players on the outside on either side of the ball. So whether it's you view it as sending a message or you view it as we need someone who's going to be in there who's going to actually produce, whether it's sending accountability to the entire team, I think that's something that's a good first step. That's all I had, gentlemen.
Kyle?
I appreciate it, Kyle. Yeah, 100%.
Your thoughts on that, Boy Green? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think, again, Braylon Allen is poor man's Derrick Henry. That's what old Todd Downing had down there in Tennessee. It's unfair to compare those two, but the physical style, he needs opportunities. He needs run. And it's been unacceptable so far. The usage, he wasn't used at all in the 49ers game of note. And it's time to get Braylon Allen some rock. And maybe you could do this yin and yang thing. Lendale White, Chris Johnson, if I may, from the Tennessee days. Some smash and dash. Bash him over the face with Braylon Allen and get Breece Hall in space. I'd love to see the screen game utilized. That'd be a great way. The Bills are going to be down with a lot of guys. Like Ed Oliver is unlikely to play in this game for the Buffalo Bills, which means he'll be lacking some of that interior push, which I think is great news for the New York Jets. And Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to be off his spot. So 1,000%. Again, when you get new play callers, you get different personnel usage. And Braylon Allen should be a guy that gets a massive uptick with his touches.
Indomitable up next on the Gustbuster hotline this afternoon. What's up, Indomitable?
What's up, Jag? What's up, Boy Green?
What's happening?
Man, let me tell you something real quick. I'm more excited for this game on Monday than Rex Ryan and a Chinese buffet, man. Let me tell you why.
Damn.
For the
Rex
past,
to you?
If you put it in perspective, man, for the past 18 months, we go back all the way to, Zach Wilson, the Zach Wilson Wimpy Kid debacle, Rodgers going down, Reddick, with his stupidity. Now Salah is fired. If you would have told me that after all this turmoil, on the second week of October, we are fighting for first place. Basically, we can be on first place on Tuesday morning. I'll take it, man, because the things on and off the field that our team has gone through for the past 18 months is just unbearable, man. Any other franchise, the Browns, the Jaguars, the Lions, whatever, wouldn't have gone through it as well as we've gone. And the thing that impresses me the most is the team chemistry, man. It hasn't been affected not a tiny bit by all this crazy stuff that has happened. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I'm excited. Hopefully we win Tuesday morning. I'm going to call in and we're in first place, man. If not, just like I said yesterday, it could be like dating a hot girl that is a crackhead, man. It could be a non-mitigated disaster in the end, man. All right. Have a great day, Jake.
Indomitable.
Wow.
Thank you for the call. He's
Decent
giving me
analogies.
Wow. He gave a Albert Einstein analogy.
Mm-hmm.
He gave what was the other historical figure? I think it was either FDR or Theodore. He gave a quote on them. And then he's used the crackhead analogy now as well. So we're all over the place from Indomitable.
I like the variety in the diet. That's important. Great accent, too. Great support. Love it.
Nate wants to know, is he speaking from experience?
We've all been there.
Yep.
We've all been there.
He also took a shot at Rex, which, I mean, geez.
Yeah, whoa. That felt way out of left field. What happened there?
Tom A says the crackhead juice is worth the squeeze.
I'm going to choose to leave that unpacked right where it is, but I respect your comment for having it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Felix Campos is back. Who do you guys believe will score our first touchdown Monday? I'm saying our big back Allen scores first.
I'm getting the gut feeling. This was a couple years ago. You guys remember it. I believe it's the game that the Jets got up 16-0. We had the C.J. Mosley pick six, ball deflected up in the air right off the get-go. I think we get a defensive touchdown, man. Jeff Albrick, the fire, the energy, the right opportunity. Again, we went over on the half interception for Josh Allen, who's not throwing a pick this year. I think that's where it is. I think we get a defensive touchdown, something freaky. Whether we've been begging forever for the sauce pick six. I don't know if we're going to get that aggression like the Green Bay game where he had the pick six, but they called it back because it touched the turf. But I'm thinking pick six. Let's go. Isaiah Oliver, pick six, is probably filling in for Michael Carter II on Monday night. Give me Isaiah Oliver, baby.
That is the most random first touchdown prediction I've ever heard. Isaiah Oliver, pick six.
What's the money on that? Because like if that happens, this is going to be like the greatest, Boy Green Stradamus of all time.
If that happens, Boy Green, every Jet fan should be thanking you for manifesting it. Rodgers always talks about manifestation. That's what you're doing there.
Yeah. So again, guys, just remember where you heard it first, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, Gustbuster hotline remains open. We'll say hello to Phil, who's next. Hey, Phil.
What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
What's up, Phil?
Phil, what's up?
Not much. So I'll raise you an Oliver, and I'll give you strip fumble from the boy Will McDonald with a return from Quentin Williams climbing the ladder.
Wow. Does he stiff arm anyone on the way there?
I think he tanks over Cook. He cooks Cook into the turf. But I'm actually excited to see if he can if they can get Malachi and Gibson going in some pre-snap motions, especially Garrett Wilson too. It seems like he's I feel like he's like a couple of games away from complaining. He hasn't done it yet, but he is, and he's going to say, I need the ball, and then a Devontae noise is probably going to get to him eventually. So get him in some motion, some, wide, end arounds where he's not even touching the ball, but he's going loose out and open for, a 40-yard gain or something like that. But
I just hope we avoid the religious quotes. If we're getting Elijah Moore level religious quotes from Garrett Wilson after games, that's a bad sign, no question. Yeah. And we should probably, not that Garrett Wilson has to avoid anyone, he's really talented, but Christian Bedford, the Buffalo Bills corner, has been playing like one of the best corners in football, according to all the advanced analytics. So maybe put Garrett on the other side, and maybe he'll have some opportunities to eat.
I think someone's going to eat. Conklin's a little banged up. So Mike Williams, man, there's going to be something going on. The guy's going to score some wide open sprinted touchdown. Something will happen, and I think we'll find our success. And again, it's unscripted. The NFL is what it is. How the heck we're a game away from first place, knowing that we're stumbled into it. It's like, fuck it. Who cares? Just keep it pushing, and let's go Jets.
Let's go, baby. Phil, are you bricked up?
Oh, we're bricked up, bro. I'll lift this table up in one shot. I don't want to stand. We're not ready for that.
Let's get bricked
up. Let's go, baby. I'm bricked up, man. Let's go, Jets. Let's see. Pittsburgh Mike is calling a Quincy fumble recovery touchdown.
It would be great for him to do. Again, if Sam Darnold doesn't chihuahua tackle his ass, that's a touchdown. And we don't get the pick. I mean, all of it, how that flips, that just changes the entire game. And Quincy looked like it, man. He had the speed. He had the scoop and score. He, got it immediately. It was all textbook outside of falling down after Sammy pushed him. So that'd be great. Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want in on the conversation, we have open phone lines right now. Rare that the phone lines are this open. So if you want to get your voice heard with Boy Green or myself, now is the opportunity to do so. Dano says MC2 going to be out, Jake. It's a perfect segue because I do have the latest injury report from the New York Jets. So we'll do the Jets first, then we'll talk about the Bills injuries because those to me are more significant here. Michael Carter did not practice again today. I would be very surprised if he plays on Monday night. Now, the other players to watch, C.J. Mosley was limited today. I would say there's a chance he gives it a go. We already know Morgan Moses will be back. Lecky Fotu will be back. Aaron Rodgers still listed as limited, but we know he's going to play. He's basically just getting treatment, so they're being cautious with him this week, but he's still, out there for all the team drills and whatnot. So that's the Jet side of things. The Bills side of things is where it gets really interesting. James Cook, their stud running back, is still not practicing for the second day in a row with a toe. Khalil Shakir, probably their top receiver at this point, is also not practicing with an ankle injury. So both guys did not practice today, which is not a great sign. We'll see what their status is for tomorrow, and then they'll get a game status designation after that. But not a good sign for both those guys. And then Ed Oliver, we talk about the Jets trying to run the football. Their big-time defensive tackle up the middle did not practice either with a hamstring. So the Bills appear to be potentially without two of their important offensive players and one of their better defensive players. So, you're not rooting for injuries necessarily, but it does feel like the Jets maybe benefit here if these statuses, hold through Monday.
Yeah, another injury note just to make, Jake. It was breaking news. NFL insider Jordan Schultz on Twitter said that the NFL, NFLPA, they all conducted a investigation into the Josh Allen concussion gate syndrome, concussion gate situation, and they determined that everything went standard operating procedure. Earlier this week, I had the Buffalo Bills sideline reporter, Sal Capaccio, good buddy of mine. You see him on Pat McAfee all the time. He was on the sideline 5 feet away from Josh Allen going into the blue medical tent. And he said that it just turned into this big deal on social media, but everything was cleared through, and it sounds like the NFL investigation agreed. So Josh Allen will be playing on Monday Night Football if anyone questioned that.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now on the Gustbuster hotline. The Hamburger is on the line. Hamburger, what do you got for us?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Boy Green? What's up, Jake? How we doing? Man, I watched the Todd Downing today, and I got a little more confidence in the guy, man. I think that he's going to be able to get up and make some adjustments during halftime, something that Hackett wasn't able to do, something that Salah wasn't able to do. You look at Brick. Brick has been able to make those changes on defense for halftime.
Let's get Brick up.
There you go. I feel better about this. The more I listen to them, the more I listen to the coaching staff. I feel great, man. I really do. I got a newfound faith in this team for the week going up. I feel like Buffalo, we're gonna take care of business this Sunday. I really do.
Love it. Good hat too.
Thank you. I guess with that, I haven't given you one all week, so we'll give you guys a little pump up for some Jets this weekend. On the count of three, yeah? All right? We're going to give you a J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go, baby. Jets, baby. Monday night. Let's go.
Let's get Brick up.
Yeah.
That's great.
The Hamburger's becoming quite the regular on the show.
Oh, it's my first time seeing him. So, yeah, great. Seems like a good guy.
That's his actual name, by the way. First name, the last name, Hamburger.
Wow. Oh, shout out to the Hamburgers, his parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now.
Scott calling in. Whoa, what's the matter? What the hell is that?
Hey, Scott.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hairless Green today.
What's up? You tell me. You called in the show, right? I'm just going over some of my notes. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. You changed the offensive coordinator. Now he's holding your coffee cups, Mr. Green. We'll see what changes. Aaron doesn't like a lot of motion. We'll see what happens with that. Different personnel, different formations. Basically, we got to hit the layups. You got to have hot receivers. You have to have options for Aaron, even if the pressure's coming in inconsistent. He needs something. Now, how do you start the game off? Run. I don't think we're a team. Like we said, we haven't had too many pass plays beyond 20 yards. It's all 20 yards or less. You need to stretch the defense. Take a couple hits early on. Stretch them out. You got Braylon and Brees who really haven't done much all season. Yeah, that's part of the play calling, part of being down, etc. It just hasn't worked out. You basically have a new, fresh life with a new play calling, new coach. Now, one aspect is, getting bricked up. Let's see how he handles all the head coaching roles. That's a big difference between being a defensive coordinator, which he's used to.
Are you bricked up, Scott?
I'm starting to get there because you know what? You look around the league and
let's get Brick up.
Yeah, you got to get bricked up a little bit. I mean, this has to stand for something, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, right. But the bottom line is, you see, even the players, when Salah was here. And of course, I'm part Lebanese, so they kicked us out. We're not very happy. But the issue
part
is you see
Lebanese?
the locker room. Yeah.
Is this like V-Man being part Italian?
Yeah, I'm Italian, Lebanese, and Scottish. Believe it or not.
Oh.
I don't look Scottish. Yeah. So, piss me off, I'll scream Allah Akbar and blow us all up. That's put me on a train yet.
Oh, man.
I know
You're
how it
really
goes.
scared of Scott. That hair is fucking crazy.
Come on, man. We were doing so good.
What the? Oh my God,
Scott.
That got me.
Good God.
Jesus.
This
show.
It's amazing. Johnny Boy's next. Hey, Johnny Boy.
Yeah, man. I seem like when I call in, I just, follow these off the wall calls, man. But yeah. I lost my train of thought on what I was gonna ask because I just
Naturally.
did. Yeah. Jake, I was calling to ask, what's your take on what do you think of the classic jerseys that are going to be worn on Monday? I actually had a
I'm
really
rocking
good
my
question.
hat
I
right
saw
here.
that. Very nice, Jake.
Old
Yeah.
school. It's hilarious to me that these are the throwbacks, but I'm excited, man. I mean, the pictures coming out of camp of them rocking or coming out of practice, them rocking the old throwback helmets is awesome.
Yeah, I think the helmets are dope. I'm not too keen on the jerseys like that. You know what I mean?
You don't like the all white?
Nah, I don't. So I mean,
what would you have liked to be green?
No, just
New York Titans, baby. That's what Johnny's trying to say.
Nah,
Those
dude, he
are the
wants
real
the Titans.
throwback
I'm
we should have
like-
saw. New York Titans, baby.
Those are
blue and gold. Here we go.
I want to see the All Blacks, see how they get
Halloween.
put out and everything like that. We haven't seen them yet, so I was more intrigued to see that. But hey, pushing for a Subway World Series. Playoff beard is growing. Jake, I don't know if you're growing that. We won't talk about Boy Green's baseball team. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey, Jake, keep doing the stuff, man. I haven't been able to call in, bro, because I've been nuts with all the kids and everything. But you keep killing with the content and everybody you're bringing on there. Let me show you Addison. I know I haven't put her on her in a minute, but
oh, okay.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah, man, she's huge, bro. And I gotta send you the picture. I have the picture of her with the Asmaniac shirt on there. So
that's great. Yeah, send it to me. I'll reshare it.
No doubt. Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Keep doing it. But if I get bricked up, these things happen. So no bricking up for me, guys. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, be good.
Okay, good luck, Coach. We love you.
I love you too, Jeremy. You look mighty cute in those jeans, brother.
We know Jets Chaos is on board, by the way, with Jeff Albrick.
I think that's for sure. By the way, is Stealth Black for Halloween official? Is that in?
No, but I mean, that's the most logical night to do it. You're playing Thursday Night Football on Halloween.
Yeah,
You got to be wearing the All Blacks. It's
exactly,
Halloween.
baby. Yeah, let's go.
I'll be at that game with a bunch of Asmaniacs. Can't wait.
Wow.
By the way, Mike D's nuts, unfortunately, I guess can't make the game. So he's got 2 tickets he's going to sell for the price he paid for them, which unheard of, $135 a ticket. We did a group buy months ago. So I'm going to, in the Discord, ask who needs Texans tickets. But if you want to join us and sit with a bunch of Asmaniacs, get in the Discord and you'll have a chance to get those 2 tickets later when I post after the show. Scott's called back in. You ready for more Scott?
Let's. You're never ready for more, Scott. Let's go.
What's up, Scott?
Oh, that's good. That's good. I saw that in the comment section. That immediately hit. Look at that.
More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello to Purple Belt Mike. What's up, Mike?
I can't. What the fuck? Dude. Oh man, Scott. Oh dude. I wonder if he walks out of his house with his hair like that.
All the time.
Next time he's on, can you ask him? I'm kind of curious.
Well, we know he chases ducks around the park.
I had a football question. Fuck. Yeah, I don't even know. Forget it. I'm done.
All right, more calls right now. Scott is on the Gustbuster umbrella hotline. Hello, Scott.
Hey, what's up, brother? I'm at a park right now, and I want to ask people if there are any Jet fans out here. But
are you in
not
New
a lot
York?
Yeah, it's in Saratoga Springs, which is like about 30 minutes north of Albany. You go right down the highway, easy drive. But yeah, it's really nice here. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we have a Jet fan. Hey, come back here. Are you a Jet fan?
Oh my God.
No, you are Affleck. See, and maybe you are. I guess not. Probably not. Hey, you just follows Bobby Midnight. This is Jet talk here. Hey, I'll probably get in trouble, you know. So yeah, send Alan to the hole. Get that clown in there. And you know what? Put him.
Oh, we lost Scott. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott. One of the greats.
Pour one out.
Callie Jet fan next up on the program. Hello, Callie.
Right now,
Oh my God. I see how that last guy lost his train of thought. What? It's like you can pick him up by his head and carry him around. What the heck? Was that his hair?
That
oh my God. BG, what's up? J-A-K-E, what's up, Jake?
Living the dream,
hey,
baby. I'm bricked up.
Remember how? Hey, I'm from the brick North, so yeah, I'm bricked up. I was born bricked up. But I got a question for you. Well, not a question. I got this for you. We were always asking for change, right? So I think Mr. Woody changed it by doing something that he never did before. Is fire a guy mid-season. So that was the first change. And I think that change was to let everybody on this team know, if I can fire this head coach, I can fire you just as easy. Starting with the head coach. He came out and made a statement by just doing that. And I can't, I could just only say, good, thank you. Maybe now everybody else in this team will fall in line. Maybe now, like you said, Brick's going to hold people accountable for what they do. Now, you know how you say you can see a shift. I can feel a shift just happen just from old Brick was up there talking. And he sounded like what Salah should have been saying for the whole year. I'm like, for the whole time he was on this team, he should have been saying what all Brick was saying, what a Brick was saying. I love what he was saying. I was just almost in tears of what he was saying. And just to hear that now we got a new play caller, I really feel there was a shift in this whole team is going to be a big shift. And I think it's going to be big things to come, at least on Monday. And Monday, I'm waiting to see this game on Monday because I really feel the tides is kind of changed right now. Just from hearing these guys speak, you gotta be amped up just hearing these guys speak, because we're hearing stuff that we haven't heard in a long time. We went from hearing a guy saying, "Oh, I didn't know our running back could catch the ball out the backfield," to we're gonna use this backs, we're gonna use motion, we're gonna use different things. We're hearing stuff we never heard before. Am I right? I mean, maybe it's just me, but I'm hearing stuff I never heard before.
Let's go, Callie. I love it.
Hey, and you know what, Jake? I'm listening to all the guys do the Jet chant. You should do a thing where who has the best Jet chant. Glenn, my man Rob from Glen Head. I like that one for you, Rob. You ready for it? J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Whoa! Let's go, baby.
Let's get bricked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Callie's ready.
There's some mustard on that sandwich.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to Mr. Weed, who's next. Hello, Weed.
What's up, Jake?
What's up, Weed?
No, not much. Just living the dream, you know?
Is that a volcano erupting on Scott's
Kaboom!
It's a mushroom. It's Hiroshima.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Good Lord.
I hope everybody's excited about our new coach.
Oh, it's Ryan from Just Talk 24/7.
Yeah.
No,
That's Todd Downing, Jake. That's Todd Downing.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm stoned. You know what I'm talking about. You guys ready to beat the shit out of the Bills on Monday?
I hope so, Weed.
That's for sure.
I think we're gonna. I have faith. I'm confident.
What's on the agenda tonight, Weed?
I have to make dinner and stuff for family. Then after that, who knows? The world's my oyster, Jake. I'll do whatever, wherever the wind takes me, wherever the smoke takes me.
Weed, you know you're one of the all-time greats, right?
I try. I do my best.
Ladies and gentlemen, Weed the people, Mr. Weed. Incredible. Weed, I better see you at the next watch party on 10/20. Sunday Night Football. We need Weed there.
I'll just tell you, meeting Weed for the first time at the Jets-Patriots game at the tailgate was one of the wildest experiences I've ever had in my life.
He's one of the greats. There's no way around it.
Yeah, no question.
Hetty Heisman with a super chat. As long as Dion Dawkins is playing, we good. Bum. I'll say this. Clemens has got to not take the bait. They're going to try and draw him to do something stupid, dumb personal foul. Like, beat that, for lack of a better term here, beat that fat bastard, on the field, not with anything stupid in between plays or off the field.
Yeah, for sure. They're totally going to be baiting him now. Michael Clemens is getting even more PT than he was last season. And he made a joke after Robert Salah was fired. I hope we beat the shit out of that fat fuck. Dion Dawkins fucking pisses me off. So, and the Bills, just Bills fans do too. They just have this elitist mentality. I just hope the Jets run them off the field. That's what I'm hoping for on Monday Night Football.
Philly Noodle says, Jake, play that video of your scout guy talking with Brick. That was actually not my scout guy. That was just Jets Chaos. That was just Jeremy confessing his love to Albrick. We love you, Coach. And he's just probably like, who's this media guy telling me that he loves me? Raw Power says, 40-plus year fan. Sorry, rebuild incoming. All right, if you feel that way, that's fine. I could tell you that if the Jets win on Monday night, they're in first place. So either get bricked up or don't.
Let's get bricked up.
Come on, man. That's the only thing we're bricking up is the bricks. We're stacking back up, baby. That's the only rebuild that's happening. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to prison for our next call. Jake Klein is standing by. What's up, Jake?
I'm not in prison, dude.
Oh, where are you? Hold on. Let's see the location. Oh, you look like you're actually not in prison today. You're in a beautiful looking home. Well done.
Yeah, I'm home early, man. I got to eat early because it's Yom Kippur starting tonight. So happy New Year.
Have an easy fast, everyone. An easy fast.
Easy fast and happy New Year to everybody. Hope everyone has a happy one. We get it done before Monday night. Well, I guess to back up for a second, I'm very happy Salah's gone. I want him gone for a long time. Boy Green, I've been on your show a couple times. I think you know how I feel. So I think this was it was justified. I couldn't watch the slow starts anymore. It was time to change it up. Albrick is fine. I mean, look, I know he was getting a lot of head coaching looks last year. Even the Niners wanted him to come back as a defensive coordinator. So he gets his chance right here. Am I overly enthused about the idea of making a defensive coordinator a head coach going forward? No, but I'm going to give him his chance here because at the end of the day, this is really Rodgers running the team. Really, Rodgers is dictating all of this right now. I don't believe all the Lebanon stuff. There's all the conspiracy theories going on. I'm not going to dive into that today. I think it's utterly ridiculous, but I think at the end of the day on Monday, they have to come out strong. I usually would say they should defer. I actually want the ball first. I want them to take the ball, go down the field and score and just really show the crowd that they're going to be different than what they've been the last 4 games or the last few years.
They've always had the ball, though. They've lost a coin toss every game this year. I would put the defense on the field and set the tone.
I disagree. For once, I'd say that, but I just think at this point, we got to put points on the board and put it onto Buffalo's heels and see what they can do at that point. Because
but the defense is the strength of the team. So get a quick three and out, get it back to your offense, and you could double up at the end of the half. I like the idea of doubling up end of first half, going into that third quarter.
Look, I'm not disagreeing completely. I just think for the sakes of just putting points on the board and getting energy up in the beginning, I think is the way to go. But look, if they defer and the defense plays well, I'm not afraid of Josh Allen. I'll just make this abundantly clear right now.
Who are you afraid of?
Who am I afraid of?
Yeah.
I don't know. That guy
What keeps you up at night?
Scott.
I don't know who Scott is, but anyway.
Were you watching the show before?
No, I'm
the guy with the pineapple on his head.
I've been doing patient notes in the meantime. I just heard my names. That's why. Anyway, so look, I'm not afraid of Josh Allen. I just want them to play clean football, minimal turnovers. I know Rodgers is going to be hampered with the ankle injury, so he may not be 100%. He may not be 100% maybe for a few weeks or a while, but at this point, they have to get the run game going. Like if Breece Hall has to have a 100+ yard game. He has to. He can't get away with the way he's playing right now because regardless of the fact that they have 2 running backs behind them that they can play, yes, I'm including Isaiah Davis a little bit. Breece Hall's losing his argument of getting paid. I mean, the way he keeps going now, I wouldn't pay him. So, I mean, he's got to get out there and start performing. And you would hope at this point that whatever Todd Downing does, look, the guy doesn't have a great track record. Guy had, a DUI 2 years ago. So, he's not exactly has the highest reputation, but he gets a chance.
That has nothing to do with his ability to call plays. That was just a dumb real world decision.
Well, besides that, I mean, in Tennessee, he was an average coordinator? I mean, it's not like he's going to be
an average coordinator with Aaron Rodgers and the talent on this team is good enough to go to the playoffs with maybe win the division.
It just makes me think that, then why did he win all those years with Hackett in Green Bay? I mean, we have to think about that for 1 second.
Well, LaFleur called the plays there. Hackett was the red zone designer.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the same time, Rodgers, attested a lot of his MVP years to him. So I don't think he would have pushed him that hard to come in here if he was really just a nobody. But I'm not trying to give a lot of crack at the Hackett. I'm just trying to say overall that I just believe they need to stick to basics. I think at the end of the day, like Buffalo's not exactly the most complex team to play. I think they try to run the ball. They try to make Josh Allen. I don't think Josh Allen's trying to throw the ball 50 times. I think he's happy just throwing it 25, 30 times and play strong defense. It's McDermott. McDermott's not an offensive-minded guy. We've known that for years. So
let me ask you this, Jake. Are you bricked up or not?
I did watch that clip before, so I'll be bricked up when we're up 50. When we're up
no. Yes or no answer. Are you bricked up?
No. When we're up 21-0, I'll be bricked up.
Well, all right. So I'm not going to play it then because I don't like that answer for you. But this is an interesting take here from Alan. He says, I like Jake Klein, smart kid, needs to smile some or be a full dickhead like me. When was the last time you smiled, Jake?
I smile all the time. I mean, I'm a fairly happy-go-lucky guy. And by the way, Alan and I, we get along when it comes to sports, not politics. Sorry, Alan. But, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not happy that Ohio State beat Iowa. But I think he knew that was going to happen anyway. But,
have you given a pregame speech before?
Surprisingly enough, I used to do tours for my college, so I had to give a lot of speeches beforehand. I did, yeah. Like 50 people on a Saturday that was not drinking the night before. I had to be motivated. So, but it helped me get into grad school, so I'm not going to complain.
Look at you. Maybe when Robert Sauer got fired, did that crack a grin?
Listen, Rob, look, I need someone from my social media department. So if I need a cheerleader, I'm going to actually hire him if he's just sitting around right now. I mean, he's got nothing else to do. I mean, let me ask you this. Do you guys think he's actually going to get hired like in the next couple of weeks?
No, I think he's taking the rest of the season off.
Yeah, that's what I heard from Mike Silver, the insider. He's taking the rest of the season off, vacation, family shit, and then next offseason, pick the best DC job that's available. That's what I think is going to happen.
Is this true? You tried to smile in July of '94?
Yeah, this Gator guy loves getting to me every time. So thank you, Gator McCluskey. Okay.
This Gator guy, you don't know who Gator is? You watch the show.
Clue. He just like thinks I'm the worst person in the world, and I'm like, dude, you don't even know who I am. So whatever.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't go that far, but I know you were talking about Alan's political views before. I don't know how much Fox News you watch, Jake, but one could argue that Nathaniel Hackett actually is in that conversation right now.
See, there's a smile.
I mean, it's a little. My good friend actually knows Nathaniel Hackett, like because he comes to his restaurant. So it's a little. I haven't texted him all week, and he.
Are you and Ashley a thing? You making a little sweet love?
I think he would. I mean, you should see the messages. It's like the messages he writes.
No, I asked about you and Ashley, not Nate Hackett and Ashley.
Who's Ashley?
Didn't you just say you have a friend named Ashley?
No, I said I have a friend of mine who knows Nathaniel Hackett from his restaurant. I didn't say his name.
I thought I heard you reference someone named Ashley.
I did not in any way refer to the name Ashley. You must be hearing things. It's been a long day for you, bud.
It has been.
So, Anyway, look, let's see how Monday goes. It's always a fun time on here. Yep, I know everyone's having a good time. So, yep, I'm
Pittsburgh
smiling.
says
See
he said
everybody. I'm
Ashley.
not such a negative guy. I'm just
Hold on
trying
a
to be
second.
real.
Hold on a second. I know what I heard.
I don't know who Ashley is.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Is this going to be the new thing now? I come on the show and say, "Who's Ashley?" Is that going to be the whole like thing now?
Probably not. I'll probably forget next time.
I feel like this is like fodder for someone to like use that out for me or something.
Apparently, you said Ashley twice.
Because I'm repeating. Okay, I don't know. Anyway. All right, dead air. All right, goodbye, guys. Take it easy.
Thanks, Jake.
Let's get brick up.
Wow, that was special.
Intense. Yeah.
Jake, I got to go, man, but I got to say thanks, man. It's been too damn long since we've done the show. Awesome. Thank goodness we got this back together and can't wait. There's a lot of more good times to come, my friend.
Boy Green, you're one of the greats. Thanks for coming on, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Ashley Furniture, I see you.
Good guy. Kyle Clifton with the super chat. Incredible. I thought he said Ashley, man. I don't know. That was an interesting call. Barney Miller's up next. What's up, Barney?
What's up, Jake?
Hey, Barney.
Can you hear me? Oh,
yeah, I think so.
all right. Hey, I won't be long. I just want to say, I was one of the people who was like, I don't know if this is a good move, but you know what makes it a great move? They're going from this to that, which is what I grew up with. And I don't know if you saw, they had pictures of Rodgers today with the helmet on. You know how like that round helmet with the new logo just looks wrong? And now it looks right. So we got new coaches, new helmets. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling good. One other thing is, I don't know what you think about this. If you think about it, Downing and Brick, they got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, oh, it's interim, or, you know, if they just crash and burn, then it's like, oh, interim, they got promoted. It was a crazy year. Aaron's lost, or whatever the media is going to say. So just be bold, man. I just hope they're bold this weekend. You know, that's my.
Are you bricked up?
I am bricked up, baby.
Let's get brick up.
Damn right. Let's say hello to Carlos Reyes, who's next. What's up, Carlos?
Hey, what's going on, Jake? How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I don't call much, but I want to let you know I enjoy your show all the time, and I'm in tune with a bunch of the guys that connect on here. Always awesome.
Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I'm gonna probably cause some ruckus in the chat, but I'm gonna do it anyways. When it's all said and done, and we look back 5 years from now, Joe Douglas will be known as the man who saved the Jets franchise. That's all I wanted to say, bud.
Carlos, from your lips to God's ears, you got to win this year. I think Douglas has done a good job overall, despite some catastrophic misses. The roster is very good, but they got to win. So I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what this show needs before we wrap. We need some Lane Train.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
Lane? Lane, your mic is muted. Lane? Lane? Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Choo, choo. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Lane? Hit the unmute button. Lane? Ah, he's gone. J-Quest, I just posted the link in the chat for you because I saw you were looking for it, even though it's pinned. We've had 2 days in a row where Lane hasn't figured out how to call in. It's been tough. Ladies and gentlemen, I got good news, though. He's back.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
Hey, Lane.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, Lane. How are you?
Good. So, how do you feel about the way the Jets are going to do, actually? Do you think they'll do better?
I don't think they could do worse.
Yeah.
No! Lane. Let's say hi to Jet Set for life. Hello, Jet Set. Jet Set? You there? Of course not. Why would he? Why would he? The internet by some of you people on this show the last 2 days. It's just tough to stomach. Come on, people. Get it together. Jets are playing on Monday Night Football. I'm fired up. Let's go. Let's go. Nate writes in, shout out to Jake for holding it down on Boy Green's channel. That I am. If you're a Boy Green Coffee Club member, welcome aboard, bitches. Anyway. What do we have here? Is Jake Klein Hannibal Lecter? Many are asking. I don't have the answer, though, personally. I do know this. RSVP to my watch party for Jet Steelers, if you haven't already. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Jake Klein might be there. He was at one of the watch parties. I think he was at the preseason one we did. Maybe the opener. Also, Boomtown reviewed the tape. This is why we made Boomtown an official moderator on this channel. My good friend Ashley. He did say Ashley. I know what I heard. Mr. Weed is called back in. He's next. Hey, Weed.
What's up, Jake?
What's up, Weed?
No, man, I just had to make this real quick. Had to do it.
Weed, you know you're one of the more talented people we have that calls into the show, right?
I don't know about all that, but I do have fun. Oh, and Tom Ace wants me to show you this one. This is a specific request from Tom Ace.
All right, let's see it. Oh, there we go. I'm Wade Boggs, baby. Give me my horse.
First, he sent it to me, and I knew he wanted me to put you on Boggs, but you know me, I put you on the cop instead. And then he made me change it to this. So I was like, all right, fine, I got it.
Tom Ace, man, he's one of the greats, man, just like you.
Yeah, thank you, man. I won't be at the game this week. I'll probably be going to next watch party, but the two watch parties, was it Steelers and Patriots?
Steelers and Patriots. Yep, Steelers next Sunday, and then Pats the following week. Yep,
I'll be at those.
I can't wait. We got some heavy hitters coming to each of these watch parties. Beningo will be at the Patriots one, by the way.
Really? Oh, I can't wait for that. I'll make sure I don't wear. I'll make sure I don't wear my Lebanese flag when I go.
Weed, thank you. Well done. Top cat. Wade Boggs, Asman. I'll take it, man. Give me a championship like Wade Boggs experienced. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll do one more call potentially here. Let's say hello to Dom from Long Island, who's next. What's up, Dom?
What's going on, Jake? That was like immediate as soon as I went into the studio.
Yeah, I'll let you know what was going to happen. There was no one on hold. I was going to end the show, and then you popped in. I'm like, Dom, you don't call often, but when you do, you're a great caller, so we had to extend the show for you.
There we go. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say, so 2 things basically. After the Joe B interview on Tuesday, the guys on Boomer and Geo were talking about you on their show, and I happened to catch a YouTube clip. They were talking, pretty much the general things you spoke about, but then they kind of made a comment that I noticed and basically kind of said your content was for views only. So I had to let them know in the comments that this is a lot more than that he does over here, and I saw you acknowledge that. So
I heard what Gio said. I appreciate it. I heard what Gio said. I mean, he called this like some Zoom show, or said like I have Joe on for views. It's like I have Joe on every Monday, all the time. He's become a friend. I get his podcast in person for 2 hours, a few weeks, whatever. I'm not worried about what Greg Giannotti said about this show. I mean, the people that tune into the show know what this is, so that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you've been to more check-ins with Joe B than I think he probably has ever. But anyways, it's not a big deal. But since the whole Salah thing has gone down, I think everyone has kind of got the fact out that we were all looking for a change. But at any time anyone that's not a Jet fan or not a Jet fan, like we're all Jet fans, talks about this, it's always LOL Jets. Oh, of course they fired the coach. It's a dumpster fire. It's a mess. And I keep getting these people telling me, oh, they carried him out through security. And we all know like that's not true. The security didn't escort him out like he was some kind of prisoner. But I don't know, in your life, have you had to fight off these narratives over the last week? The LOL Jets narrative, the dumpster fire, like, and how do you deal with that? Because it's frustrating to have to tell people what the truth is when it's so readily available, like it's there for you to know, but no one seems to look for it. So I don't know. Just wanted to get that out there, see what your experience was.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I think the biggest thing is just win, man. You know what I mean? Like they start to win, you change the narrative. They win Monday night, they're in first place. Like the security thing is crazy. It's so funny, right? Salah's the worst coach, so they fire him. It's like, how could you fire him? Then it's like, well, you fired him, but you didn't do anything with Hackett. Well, they basically fired Hackett without firing him because he wants to stick around and hang out with Rodgers. How could you do that? And Hackett's still around? Like, no, Downing's the play caller. He's putting together the game plan. Like, that's on the record from the new interim head coach saying it, but it's never enough for these people because they'll move the goalposts no matter what. So the only thing the Jets could do, Dom, is win on Monday night, and you're in first place with a head-to-head win over the team you're directly competing with for that division.
Yeah, everyone is so quick to blame Rodgers. I got so many messages just saying like, oh, you see that he was about to fire Hackett and then they fired Salah. It's like it's not what
happened at all. Yeah.
But you got to fight these constantly. So hopefully they can win for us because of all we do for them, with shit like this. So, let's hope we come out with a win on Monday, and I'm bricked up, ready to go.
Let's go, Dom. I love it, man. I appreciate the support though. All right. Appreciate you.
Anytime. Thank you.
Dom from Long Island checking in. All right, that was going to be the last call, but we got a great caller on the line, so this will be our last one. Let's say hello to Devin before we wrap. What's up, Devin?
What's going on, Jake? Hey, I got something to show you real quick because somebody. Can you hear me, Jake?
I hear you, Devin.
Okay, I got somebody that wanted to say hello. Hold on. There you go,
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Does she know she's on the air?
She does. She's talking, but you can't hear.
It's tough to hear.
Oh, you got to speak up, Elizabeth. You got to turn around, maybe.
Yeah, face the camera. The mic will pick it up.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm from the USA, and
I like the Quinnen jersey. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. You bricked up?
Yeah.
She's bricked up.
I love it. We're ready. Jeff Albrick, we trust.
Can we give Jake a JETS?
JETS. Jets.
Let's go. Devin and Elizabeth bringing it down.
Let's get bricked up.
Let's go. Love it. Love it. Incredible. Looking forward to meeting Devin and the family at the Texans game in a couple weeks. We'll be there on Halloween, all sitting together. Part of the Asmaniac group buy we did over the summer. Awesome. Hey, what a show. Boy Green was great. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Everyone who gifted a membership or a super chat, really appreciate it. Hope everyone has an amazing weekend. Sunday's going to be just a crazy day. You got a full slate of football. Giants on Sunday night. Mets game 1 of the NLCS. Monday, you got Mets game 2. Yankees game 1 of the Bronx. Jets Bills for first place on Monday Night Football. Wow. It is all happening, folks. Anyway, appreciate all of you for the support. You guys are great. On behalf of every Jet fan, I have one message on the way out of here. Let's get bricked up.
Let's get bricked up.
Let's fucking go! Let's go!
Today, hold my fist, make it come to life. You control that. You love this game, demonstrate that shit by how hard you strain. And the passion you play with, guys. When you make a play or your teammate makes a play, celebrate that shit today. Celebrate it. Mind, execute. Don't make shit up. Guys, trust your training. Trust your training. And then fist. In the fourth quarter, these flinch and they tap on us. Remember this, guys. A teammate, I'll die for. My brother, I'll kill for. Let's kill for today. Let's break this down. Let's go. Let's go.
And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a great coach. Gase is a great coach. Okay, Adam Gase is Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Gase is a great coach.